Hi, it's Alaska Granny. We know we have weather cycles and things repeat themselves. We have tornadoes, hurricane season, wildfire season, winter storm season. Why are there people who just won't prepare for the basic necessities that we know that we need? Many people never make the choice to stock up at the beginning of this season when you know you're going to need some food, water, gasoline, fresh batteries. We know we're going to need those things during these storm seasons, just as we do through any season of the year. Many people don't make an effort to keep their car full of gas and to have emergency cash on hand. Maybe that doesn't make any sense to you either, because being a prepper means that that's just a lifestyle. Those are things that we need to have on hand. The unprepared people are heading out right when the emergency is beginning. They're grabbing up the toilet paper, bottled water, eggs, milk, bread, snack foods, canned soup, ramen, frozen meals. Those are the things that the stores say run out immediately when people come and they're panic buying. All of those foods are things that you could have purchased ahead of time so that you don't need to be in that big conglomerate mess. We see shouting matches and physical fights over the last few things in the store. If you're prepared, you don't need to go to the store. You don't have to be in the chaos. You can be at home, hunkered down with your family with the appropriate supplies because you planned ahead. Wouldn't you rather be safe at home with your supplies? Or if you need to evacuate for, say, a hurricane or a forest fire, you can put your bug out plan into place, grab the supplies you need, and get going. What are the supplies that you should have on hand for these weather cycle emergencies of tornadoes, hurricanes, forest fires, and winter storms? You need to have several weeks worth of food in your pantry. Shelf-stable food. If the power goes out, that food will still be good to eat. You can have canned and packaged foods that are easy to open and eat. Some of them may require a little bit of cooking, and so then you'll need to make sure that you have some kind of an emergency stove and the fuel and a way to light it. Should your power go out, make sure you eat the food in your refrigerator first, then the food in your freezer, then go to the foods in your pantry so that you don't waste the foods that needed to be cold. Make sure you have a can opener, some paper plates and napkins, easy utensils, and lots of trash bags. It isn't enough to have paper plates. Make sure you also have some kind of plastic cups so that you can continue to stay hydrated and have the drinks that you need. You need bottled water, a minimum of 1 gallon per person, and try to have at least 2 weeks worth of water. You're going to need water for drinking, water for cooking, water for sanitation, and so we really use so much water on a daily basis. Having extra is just a prudent and smart idea. Have a well-stocked first aid kit and the over-the-counter medications that your family enjoys using. Then if you have pets, make sure that you have the supplies they need. If you have a baby, make sure that you have the things that you need for your baby, the special food, the diapers. If you have people in your family that have prescription medication, make sure that you have not only several days worth of the pills, but that you also have a copy of the prescription so that in an emergency you'll be able to go to any pharmacist and have them help you try to straighten it out so that you can get some more. You should also have a wind-up or battery-operated radio so that you can find out what's going on. If the power goes out, you aren't going to have access to all of the things like your television, your cell phones, your internet, but you can use a wind-up radio and you'll still be able to find out what's going on. Think about sanitation needs. Do you have an emergency toilet? Do you have toilet paper? Do you have some plastic bags? Do you have some baby wipes and ways to keep clean? I've done a few videos on different kinds of portable toilets, so you might want to check some of those out if you don't have a sanitation device. If you don't have some kind of a portable toilet, check out some of the ones that I've reviewed because they're critical to have if something happens and your toilet isn't working. You should likely include some feminine hygiene supplies. Those seem to be needed at the worst time possible. Then get a waterproof container and make a copy of all of your most important documents, your driver's license, your birth certificate, your social security card, your adoption papers, your passport, the medical record, the insurance information for not only your house but for your health, and your automobile insurance. Have all of those documents, because if you have a catastrophe, it can certainly help make things go smoother much faster than if you don't have any idea how to contact the most important people and have the most important information. Have an extra set of keys to your house and your car. If you are used to going in through your electric garage door opener and the power goes out, do you even have a key so that you can get into your own home? What if you drop your keys in some snowy bank? Do you have an extra set of keys so that you can get your car going again? Have a list of all your most important phone numbers and contacts, not only your family members, but your friends and neighbors, your place of employment, the babysitter, daycare, the school, anyone that you would need to contact. Then you need to have their number written down. Don't count on your cell phones working, or that something could happen. You could lose them or break them in a storm or an emergency. But if you have a written down list of those numbers, you will still be able to contact those people. Make sure that you have the cord so that you can charge any of your electronics, and even get some of those external battery packs so that if you don't have electricity working, you can still charge them up with your little device. Then keep an up-to-date photograph of everyone in your family, including your pets, and even take a picture of you together so that you can show, yes, we belong together. And so then some of the worst things that could happen, having a picture can really be important. Have a change of dry clothes with a bug-out bag that's ready to go, and rainwear, sturdy shoes, anything that you would not want to live without. Have that with your emergency supplies. We know that weather cycles happen, and many of the storms we can know ahead of time. But if it's something like an earthquake, we may not know. It just starts happening. And so it's important to be prepared for whatever comes your way by having your emergency supplies organized in your home. Have some in your car so that you have a get-home bag, and a bug-out bag should you have to leave your home. Never say, I'm not going anywhere because I have all my stuff here, because things can happen where you must leave your home. And if you're not prepared for whatever comes your way, you may not have the ability to have the best outcome possible. Nobody likes emergencies, disasters, hardships, but everybody has to go through things. So if you prepare ahead of time and you stay mentally strong and you figure out a plan of what you could do if some of these things happen, you're not going to panic and you're going to have the best outcome. It may not be what you want or what you would prefer, but it's probably going to be making the best of any situation. If you enjoyed my video, I hope you'll share it with someone else you think might like it. Please subscribe to the Alaska Granny channel.